some instances, they'll cross their legs, so if he does it, he can lift it up and block that out. Okay? From a bottom position, if you've gone already ahead and made the mistake of allowing me to get to here, one of your first things you want to do is get this elbow between you and me. Okay? This will go ahead and allow you to start working a frame, pushing away from me, sliding a knee back in, and regarding me. Okay? That's just kind of the portion for the defense. For you offensive-minded people, this is ideal. I want to go ahead and make sure his shoulder is shelved on my thigh. So now if he decides to turn into me, it's a little harder. Okay? To further go along with that, I'm going to take my shoulder, I'm going to make him look this way. So if he decides to sit up on me and turn into me, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to use my shoulder and make him look directly in this direction. We have the luxury of a gi this time, so as opposed to keeping my hands locked in a no gi fashion, I'm going to go ahead and use this nice little sleeve here, and now he's mine. Okay? So from here and here, I can go ahead and start utilizing this to apply different types of chokes. So in this position, we're pretty golden. I can also use this to manipulate his legs if I decide to go ahead and advance my position. Okay? So a good grip here, making him look this way, keeping him shelved. How do you feel not being able to move right now?
Yeah, I can't move.
Now, what happens a lot, and I see this a lot with the underbelts and over rambunctious upper belts, is a lot of times you want to hold that person to the floor so hard. What I do is I take my head and I pin it to the floor. And a lot of times I go ahead and I raise my butt. At any point in time when my butt goes over my head, I come over the top. So in this instance, I don't necessarily pick my head up because that's kind of a bad form. I'm going to go ahead and just keep my butt lower. Now if he decides to roll me, I made my body longer and it's not going to happen. Okay? Last thing I just want to add into that is I want to make sure that my head is not kind of looking at everything around here. I want to keep it as low as possible. If I do decide to look at my handiwork, he's going to go ahead and put this nice sharp form underneath my throat, and now I can't apply any downward pressure. He's going to go ahead and extend me, start framing me, and putting me back inside. Okay? So now we're just going to hold position. Top person wants to go ahead and keep your opponent pinned. Bottom person, escape or regard. Anything that's not this, or even this, go ahead and restart. Okay?
Wait, so you don't, if you get into that position, you have to restart?
No, this is fine. This is still a side guard. This is a case of Katame, but this is still, you're holding side control. Okay? So any one of these are acceptable. For whatever reason, if I'm here and he decides to go ahead and hook my leg, we're in half guard. Restart. Something as small as that, because that changes the entire game. Okay? Let's partner up.